Living abroad alone, what nobody tells you. Okay, for starters, if you are new here, my name is Monroe. I left America in 2022. I lived in Bali, Indonesia for 2 years. Accra, Ghana for 2 years. And now we are based in Lagos. And I plan to travel around Africa some more to different countries. But for starters, what people don't tell you about living abroad alone or traveling abroad alone. Um, what made me start this journey to begin with is I'm one of the oldest siblings of 8 children. So if you're an older sister, you pretty much know you were the one that helped your mom raise your younger siblings. And I feel like I never really had a childhood, and also I dealt with a lot of childhood trauma. I would touch bases on childhood trauma in another video, but I felt like I just needed to get away and start my life over. So I initially went to Bali, Indonesia on a healing journey. And I wasn't even supposed to be gone this long, but after being in Bali, Indonesia for a couple of months, I was like, this is for me. Like, I don't ever want to go back home. I don't ever want to go back to those memories, those traumas. I don't ever want to just go back. I need to keep moving forward. So I feel like God was just telling me, like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. And eventually I left Bali, Indonesia because I felt like I was just sitting. And I'm like, okay, I need to go to a different country. I want to be around, more people that look like me or a mixture of people. Because, it's not a lot of African Americans in Bali, Indonesia. They do have a Black in Bali team or whatever, like when people come travel. But long term, it's more older people. So I feel like it's perfect for couples, very peaceful. Perfect for when you want to get away from the world for a couple months, cut your phone off, those type of things. But to live there long term, mm, I was like, I need to be around some action. So I went to Ghana and I started my wholesale company there where I ship shea butter and black soap, turmeric soap, all those things to America. So that's one way I earn online because I know that has been like the major question. And another way I earn online is AI Instagram models and selling digital products. So I have two online businesses and then one with physical products. But let's get into the tea. One thing about living abroad alone is moving and leaving your family, it takes strength. Also, it doesn't automatically heal you. Like your problems, your mental struggles, all that follows you. So it's still a battle when you're in another country. You're just in another country doing it alone. And since I was raised in a house with so many children, I never got that time to just be alone. You get what I'm saying? Like, so moving abroad initially to Bali, Indonesia, like the first month or two, oh, it was a struggle. Mentally, I was crying. I didn't know like whether I was making the right choice or not. And I was just like everywhere, mentally. But like as months went on, it got easier. It got easier. I found my way and things of that sort. So then once I moved to Ghana, it was like more of a like one thing I don't like about being a woman and traveling, people don't know what you're traveling for one. They don't know what you're chasing, what's your point. They don't know your background. They don't know your story. Nobody really tries to figure it out. And one thing you will get is the prostitution allegations. Like they don't grasp why someone would just up and leave America with no family. What are you doing? Like, I've even met like retired veterans, they are good. They get a monthly payment and they just living abroad. So the prostitution allegations, you will get those a lot because I just think it's like a mindset of our people sometimes they don't understand it. And then it's like a lot of people just start moving abroad, just start traveling abroad. It wasn't a thing. I feel like it wasn't a thing. Like our aunties and uncles didn't do that. And anytime you heard about somebody being in a different country that was in the Navy or in the Army, of that sort. Another thing about living abroad alone is that you always have to be on high alert. Your discernment has to be so strong, and when I say strong, I mean strong. That's one thing I picked up on living abroad is when my body tells me something, you listen to it the first time. No benefit of the doubt. No, I might be tripping. No, nothing. You listen to your mind, your heart, your body, whatever it tells you, listen to it. Don't go back on your word. Don't do any of that. Listen to their first sign. And I feel like this has been like what has kept me safe. Even sometimes I have put myself in like situations and I'm like, oh my God, like I have no business in this type of situation. Another thing I learned living abroad, sometimes depending on the country you're in, you can become like a target, especially on social media. So I even stopped like befriending people from social media, um, because it's like they didn't come around with good intentions. Like some people want to be around you just to be like in your business. Some people want to be around. It's just, but that's life though in general, I think. But yeah, that's one of the things that I had trouble with, like first moving abroad, cause like, oh, I have my mom got 8 kids, 7 girls, 1 boy, so I've been around girls all my life, so it's like easy for me to gravitate to women, especially like my sisters always say, I act like everybody mama, so I got that like natural instinct to, be like the mom of the friend group or the um just that caring soul. I don't think like, oh, this girl is gonna get around me and harm me, which you have to watch women just as much as you have to watch men. Um, and another thing, I stay away from dating. I don't really date. I ain't gonna say I dib and dab, but like dating and falling in love, I've like completely Xed that out of my life. I might have a friend here or there, but dating, I stay away from it, especially because being a woman and you're living abroad alone, it's way harder versus a man trying to live abroad alone and date. I feel like a woman is so much harder. Um, for the simple fact is you're in a new country, a whole different country. Some other people are not gonna make as much money as you, and then the ones that are, men that have money, you're gonna be, dealing with him and his other woman. You're not gonna be the only woman. So it's that part of life is like, I don't know. Well, I just stay away from it. I just, focus on my business, focus on my mental health, focus on my own growth, focus on my financial goals and things that I want to do. Like right now, I am preparing to be a full-time streamer and a full-time YouTuber. So I want to start making more YouTube videos. I'm streaming on Twitch and Kick. I want to show people like the other side of life, not only living abroad, but just like how it is in different countries, how it is in these African countries in West Africa, how it is even, um, traveling around Asia, going to Thailand, Bali, the Philippines, like things like that. So I want to like show people the other side of the world because some people just don't want to travel. They rather watch other people travel and see how it is. But I guess those are some of the cons about um, living abroad alone or, traveling abroad alone. But on the good side, it has really, really taught me like self development. I've learned so much about myself. Like, I've learned my triggers. I've learned how to like calm my nervous system, most of these things I wasn't taught coming up, and I feel like in the black community, maybe a lot of us are not taught like how to regulate our emotions and our anxiety and when to calm down, when to okay, you need a nap. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to shut the world off. You need to put your phone on do not disturb. You need to go to bed. And that's we are not taught these type of things. So it's like you learn them. But life is life is about learning and experiences, and we all learn as we grow. So, and traveling really teach you so much. Like, it has been so much I had to learn and unlearn about this world, and so many things that even, um, you know, Asian people and Africans have learned about Black Americans that just wasn't true. So it's like, it's a lot that you have to learn and unlearn about this world. So, what I personally did for myself is I don't listen to anything no more. Like, I'm not one of them people that listen to society or follow the social norms of life. I just live my life the way I want to live it. And some people understand that and some people don't. But I feel like my journey is not for everybody to understand because everybody not gonna understand it anyway. Um, so yeah, when I first even moved abroad, my family was like, girl, you is crazy. Mind y'all, I never in my life been to Bali, Indonesia. I bought a one-way flight and I was like, God is telling me to just go. And I feel like it wasn't for everybody to understand. And I'm glad I took that leap of faith because a lot of people won't. They would listen to people. Um, and I also learned that, well, I've always been like a misunderstood person. So now it's like people are just watching my life through, through their lenses. Like, okay, well, if she can do it, I know I can do it. And Um, a lot of people also do not spend time alone. Like people don't go sit at a restaurant by themselves. They don't do anything alone. So I think that's like a big thing we have to learn as humans. Like at the end of the day, even if you have kids, you have siblings, you have a husband, you have a wife, you have to learn how to go and enjoy your life alone. Take yourself to the movies. We all need that like alone time, that alone trip, that alone dinner, that because how will you ever learn yourself if every day you're codependent on being, around other human beings? So a lot of people don't know themselves. Like what makes you happy? And that was like the main thing I was searching for. Like, what do I want in this life? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? What if the social norms, getting married, going to college, getting married, having kids, is just not for everybody? What is that? What if that was not meant to be everybody's calling? And people are stressed out because everybody is chasing this one lane when it was never been meant to be your story. It was never meant to that was never meant to be your path. And I don't think people take enough time to figure that out about themselves because you got work, you got bills, you got this, you got so much. Society has made it where you have so much you're worrying about, you don't have time to sit with yourself. You have time to sit with yourself. When I was going through stuff when I was younger, it was like it was one trauma after another. And then it's like you gotta swallow it, keep going. Swallow it, keep going. Swallow it, keep going. Right now, I am so overprotective of myself because like I don't want to go through nothing else in this life. I was tired of swallowing it, keep going. Swallowing it, keep going. People don't know what you've been through. People will look at me and they do not know the half. They don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, though, it is not for everybody to understand. Your journey is your journey. Some people understand it, some will not. And that's perfectly fine, but you just keep going. At the end of the day, I always feel like, yeah, you have family, you have a mom, you have dad, you have your kids or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's you. It's you. Nobody is ever gonna feel how you feel. Nobody is ever gonna, if you even going through something mentally, nobody's gonna feel it in depth how you feel it. You get what I'm saying? So, um, that's the thing about living abroad alone is it's a mental thing. It's not just a physical thing. Let me get on a plane and go to another country. It's more mental than it is physical. And sometimes you're gonna be sitting in your room alone and you're gonna be questioning things and wondering things. And sometimes I sit in my bed and something from my childhood that happened, or when I was a teenager, it would just pop up in my head and I would be like in this loop. Like, why would I think about that at a time like this? Why would that come up in my brain at a time like this? I was happy earlier. Now I'm wondering, and now I'm going down memory lane about why did that happen to me? What should have happened? What could have happened? What Life is very funny. It is all a mental thing. So once you learn that, I feel like everybody needs to take their mental seriously, learn themselves, sit down. I do a lot of writing, so I'm always writing and I'm always making notes. Even if like something come up in my brain at like 3 in the morning, I'm like, oh, let me write that down, And yeah, so life is about, I want everybody to like just start learning themselves. And even if you're not alone, it's still a good thing to like learn yourself, because at the end of the day, like you have to take care of you. And if you have kids, you have to take care of you to make sure your kids are well. So it all starts with you mentally first. So I am currently in Lagos. Like I said, you can follow me on Twitch at Sky Baby Global. I'm going to be going around Lagos and showing y'all just, my everyday life. And then next year we will travel around Africa, going to different countries and exploring. That's one thing I love about solo traveling is the exploring is like a dopamine hit. Like it's just like, oh, let me see. This is something I used to see in the movies. Like, oh, this is nice. Like, oh, this is what they doing. This is how they live. This is what y'all eat. It's nice. But yeah, I'm gonna be making more videos how it is, being a Black American abroad, and mental growth and self-care development and all those things. So subscribe to my YouTube, and I'll see you guys on Twitch.